When I started Grit 8 years ago, I received inquiries from a number of small business owners, including some startups, regarding their interest in expanding to the global market. When it came to the Latin American region, many often mentioned their interest in Brazil. I suspect that they were interested in Brazil because it is a large economy, a large market, and at that time demonstrated significant economic growth. However, I would often mention that it would be worthwhile to consider entering those markets with which the United States has signed a reciprocal trade agreement which provides preferential market access by removing barriers to trade. And currently, we don't have a comprehensive reciprocal trade agreement with Brazil. Welcome to another episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2. I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. And today's episode is titled Trade Market Watch Part 1, which focuses on the U.S.-Brazil trade talks in 2020, which are continuing this year and may offer easier access to the Brazilian market for particular industries as a result of these talks. Instead of trade tips for today, here are two things that you need to know. In March 2020, former U.S. President Trump and Brazilian President Bolsonaro announced plans to strengthen the bilateral trade relationship between the two countries and move toward a trade negotiation in the upcoming years. In October of 2020, the United States and Brazil signed a mini trade deal to further promote trade, improve regulatory cooperation, and enhance anti-corruption efforts. The mini trade deal is an update of the 2011 Agreement on Trade and Economic Cooperation. Well, those are my two pieces of insight for today. If you find these insights and tips useful, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching another episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2. I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade.